is 4/6 decoder. Here you will have 4 input and 4 input and 16 output. So 4 input and 16 output. The 4 input is mentioned with the variable of A0, A1 and A2 and A3, and the 16 output is mentioned from Y0 to Y15. Okay, this will be Y15. We can able to construct this decoder with the help of before mentioned decoder, that is 2/4 decoder and 3/8 decoder. With the help of this equation, you can able to find how many number of lower order decoder is used to construct M2 divided by M1. So M1 is here 8 and M2 is here 16. If you have 16 is divided by 8 means you will require two number of 3/8 decoder to construct this 4/16 line decoder. If the in the question itself given the values of M1 and M2, with the help of these values you need to divide and you will find the required number of 3 to 8 decoder to construct a logical circuit. This is the block diagram of 4/16 decoder by constructing with the help of constructing 3 to 8 decoder. So here we will construct the 3/2 3/8 decoder to get 4/16 decoder. This is the truth table for 4/16 decoder. Here I will have input as A0, A1, A2 and A3, and output will be mentioned from Y0 to Y16, Y15. Okay. For first input, that is for A0, you need to fill the input value as 48081. For second input, 8081. For second input, you need to fill with 4041. Third input, that is A2, fill with 0011. Fourth input as A3, 0101. When the 4 input will be given as 0, you will get Y0 as 1 and remaining 15 values will be 0. So remaining 15 values will be 0. When you give A0 as 0, A1 as 0, A2 as 0, you will get and A3 as 1. Your next output is as 1 as output value, that is I value, and remaining 15 will be 0. Likewise, you need to get an output from Y0 to Y15. For first input values, you will get Y0 as 1 and next you will get Y1 as high output value, and for third value you will get Y2 as high output value. So fill this truth table from Y0 as 1 and fill the 1 in diagonally from Y0 to Y15. y0 to y15. y15 and write the logical expression according to this truth table. Y0 is equal to a0 dash a1 dash a2 dash dot a3 dash, because here all the input will be 0. If the input value is 0, you need to mention with variable with complement. If you have given input as 1, you need to mention the variable with the name itself, that is a means a. If you have 0, a is mentioned with a dash. If you take the example of y11, I will explain the few of the equation here. Y11, in y11, when it is equal to high output value, that is 1, when a0 is equal to 1 and a1 is equal to 0, a2 is equal to 0 and a3 is equal to 0. So a1 is mentioned with a1 dash and the remaining input variable is mentioned with the name itself. a0 because a0 is 1, a1 dash because a0 dash is 0 and a2 is equal to 1, a3 is equal to 1. y15 is when y15 get an output value as 1 when all the input will be is equal to 1. So the input variable is mentioned with the name itself, that is a0, a1, a2 and a3. This is the logical diagram for 4 by 16 decoder. So enable pin, mention the enable pin. Afterwards, either you will mention this enable pin or you will mention with a0, a0, a1. Here I will mention with abc, a0, a2 and a3. So y0 is equal to a3 dash a2 dash dot a2 dash a1 dash and a0 dash. So you can easily draw the logical circuit for 4 by 16 decoder with the help of that logical expression. Thank you guys.